No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Unity.
Good morning, Susan.
How are you guys doing? It's so good that you are here. I am so glad. We're going to pass it on, pass that light, pass that love. You are the light, shining bright for all to see, keepers of the flame. Pass it on. You are the way to a brighter tomorrow, keepers of the truth. Pass it on. You are the light, shining bright for all to see, keepers of the flame. Pass it on. You are the way to a brighter tomorrow, keepers of the truth. Pass it on. Gather your generation, spread love across the nation, show the world your dedication to peace on earth. You are the light, shining bright for all to see, keepers of the flame. Pass it on. You are the way to a brighter tomorrow, keepers of the truth. Pass it on. You are the hope that springs eternal for all the things to this world you shall bring, for peace on earth, for peace on earth. You are the light, shine bright for all to see, keepers of the flame. Pass it on. You are the way to a brighter tomorrow, keepers of the truth. Pass it on. 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 Thanks.
Am I on? I think I am. All right. Thank you. We welcome you this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland as we gather with the opportunity to pass it on. And I want to just take a moment. When Susan said, "How are you this morning?" When I grew up in Unity, we used to have to answer with, "I am alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic." Now, that might not have been, that was my mother's, that was what we did. How are you? I'm alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic. And that might not be what you're thinking right now, but I just offer you the opportunity to realize that that alive, alert, and awake, and enthusiastic comes from within us, and it comes from our hearts being open and the ability to say, "Here I am, Infinite Spirit. Remind me how I touch humanity, how I touch this world, how I am a part." So we welcome you this morning, whether you're in this space or you're part of our family that is connected simply through, what would you say, the quantum field, through the idea of consciousness. And so we gather this morning to begin to remember the truth of who we are and to know that we're always here to share it. This morning we have a wonderful guest speaker, and I'm so happy to be a part of that. Reverend Kathy Long. You know, I kind of look at it as coming full circle. She walked in here in 1979 with her boyfriend's grandmother at the time, who's now her husband, and his grandmother, and heard words that changed her life. And now she's back here as Reverend Kathy Long, who began Unity in Gresham. That was where she pioneered, and then has been in Michigan for 22 years now. So she's back here. She did our women's retreat this past couple of days, which was such an opportunity and a blessing to gather and hold a space. And now we are back in this space to say yes to that truth within us. At Unity, what we do know is that every one of us is a channel for the light, for the love, for the presence, and the power of pure spirit. And we may be getting other messages, but that's the truth of who we are. And as we begin this service in prayer, and by the way, I don't think prayer is begging some person out there, some God, but instead it's the God that is within us and within every being. And prayer is that connection. It is that, just that talking that says, "Here I am, move through me." And so as we begin this service in prayer, I just invite you, if you've shut down your heart because of what's happening in Portland, I just invite you to remember that an open heart is that transmitter of the energy of love and the ability to connect us and remind us we're all a part of humanity, and that all of us have come with a method of sharing that in a message. And so as we begin this service in prayer, I just invite you to take that inner breath and to say, "Here I am, infinite presence." And we begin saying yes to the presence and power of pure spirit that knows us by name, that reminds us that we are love, and that love is the path that we are to walk. And regardless of the appearances and the things that are happening around us, there is a path and a presence that reminds us of our wholeness, of the love, and of the knowing that we know, a cellular knowing that we are one. And we are here to rise above. For this opportunity to gather with the intention of walking that sacred path, and of allowing ourselves to touch the world around us as love. We are so blessed and grateful. And we take every being in the city of Portland, wherever they are, those who feel free from fear and those who feel fear, those who feel included and those who others don't understand yet that they are all one. We take every being, we surround them with that light and that love and that presence and that power, and we know you are a whole infinite creation of spirit, and you are here with a mighty love to live. For this opportunity to gather in this knowing and to know we are all a part of living that love on this planet, we say thank you, infinite spirit. And so it is. Amen.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Beth O'Shields, your administrator, and I'm here to share some announcements with you this week. we start off every service introducing our prayer chaplains. And Unity Spiritual Center of Portland was founded on prayer. This morning we have Lynn and Sherry available to pray with you following the service. You can also, give them a hand. They do work hard holding the high watch for us each and every day. You can also submit a prayer request, and those are in the backs of your chairs and out on the lobby table. We have dial-a-prayer that's available for you to call during the week, and the Sunday guided morning meditations happen at 10:30 in the chapel, and that is led by one of our prayer chaplains each week, and it's a wonderful way to calm and center before the service. So we have a few things happening today following the service, and first thing is the women's group, and they are celebrating the recent harvest full moon, and they invite you to join them today to design and carve your own cauldron pumpkin. You will share stories of your magical powers. You can join them for this witching hour of creative pumpkin fun, which begins at 12:40 downstairs in one of the teen rooms. The Million Rising group also meets today downstairs in one of those rooms at 12:45, and they're discussing plans for next Saturday's No King's Day. You can come and make a sign or get a free sign. They're also collecting food for the Portland Immigrant Rights Coalition, and they have a list of things that are needed for that. You can stop in and see what those are. They have lots of mutual aid opportunities in this group. So pop in and see them today, 12:45 following the service. Our regular weekly classes and opportunities happening this week are the Course in Miracles. That's ongoing Tuesdays at 10:30 in the chapel, led by Carolyn Goolsby. There's information on the lobby table about that. There is no Tuesday chair yoga and meditation this week. That'll resume next Tuesday. Current Events Study Group continues to meet on Thursdays at 1:30, and the Grow Through Grief group meets at 7 in the chapel on Thursday evening. This is part of the Phoenix Project. Reverend Lisa began teaching Discover the Power Within You last Tuesday. This is a 7-week journey. Since they're only 1 week in, you still have the chance to register for that. We do have a sign-up sheet out on the table. Discover the Power Within You explores the practical spiritual principles for living with purpose. These are based on the mystical teachings of Jesus. It's just a fascinating opportunity. We hope you will come and discover the power within you or rediscover the power that lies within you. The class is $105, and it's a hybrid, so you can Zoom or you can show up in person, and that is on Tuesday evenings. So many people are feeling that there might be some changes coming to some of the senior government insurance programs. And the Legacy Circle has put together a morning workshop that's going to be on Saturday, October the 25th, 10 a.m. to 12. Carissa Dixon from the Multnomah County Senior Health Insurance Benefits Assistance Program is coming to get us educated on what's coming and what some of your options may be. It's free and open to all. You can see, again, that will be in the newsletter and on our calendar. Any questions about that morning, you can see Jim Toscano. And Jim, there he is, right there. He's your guy. All right, Fall Spirit Groups begin in 2 weeks on October the 26th. And these are free small book studies. These happen for us in the spring and the fall. Reverend Lisa picks a book, which is our theme for the season. And this season is The Poisoned Arrow by Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. The group leaders have their days and their times set. Those sign-ups are out on the table as well. I think there's 6 or 7 choices. So make sure you get your name in early. So these often fill up pretty quickly. I announced last week that we're collecting items for our silent auction, which is happening at the Holiday Marketplace, which is coming up on November 14th and 15th. And we're also busy registering vendors for this annual event. So if you know any crafters or vendors out there, make sure you let them know that this is happening. We can get them in here. And we would love for you to consider donating something to this silent auction. Last year, the most beloved items were experiences. People cooked dinners, they pet sat. There were just all kinds of wonderful things, massages and body works. And also, we'll take gift certificates too, weekends away, concert tickets, plays, restaurant gift certificates. The ideas are infinite. Dixie's going to be out at that desk today. If you have any ideas or want to participate in this, stop by and see her. She is also going to be selling raffle tickets that are coming up for our 100th anniversary. 5 tickets for $10. You have the opportunity to win Vancouver Symphony tickets or a Willamette Vineyard special guided tour for 6, which includes wine flights and a cheese plate. Sounds like a fun excursion. So make sure you stop by and see her this afternoon as we get ready. Our big gala dinner is coming up this Friday, and we are having a decorating party here on Thursday at 1 o'clock. This is a pretty fun group, and if you want to come and have some fun, turning the downstairs into the speakeasy, come and join us this Thursday at 1 o'clock. We would love to have you. So next Sunday is our anniversary Sunday, and this is the actual day of the anniversary of Unity Spiritual Center of Portland. We have lots of special things planned for the Sunday service, and following the service, we have a lovely catered lunch by Savali Thai, which is our neighbor right down the street who has been a mainstay for us for many years. You can enjoy lunch for us. It's like all of our other lunches. It's just for a love offering. We hope you will come and celebrate with us next Sunday. And that is also when Alice will be pulling the winner for her bookstore raffle. That is free. You can get your name in there today, and she'll be doing that drawing next week. Last but not least, I will say our offices will be closed tomorrow as we are honoring Indigenous Peoples Day. All right. If it's your first time, welcome. We hope that you got a welcome packet when you came in today. If you didn't, now's the time. Raise your hand, hold it up high. Our ushers have a handful of these. We won't make you stand up or anything. They just want to give you a gift. So raise your hand if you didn't get one. There's a rose sticker on the front, and we would love for you to peel that off and stick it to your name tag so we know who you are following the service. We invite you to come downstairs to Coffee and Connection. That's an opportunity to meet new people and get a little socialization in. We have some lovely food and coffee downstairs. On the back, there is a yellow card, and this will get you on our mailing list so that you'll know what's happening every week. It gets you on our email newsletter. And of course, we know that creating community is done through service. And on the backs of those cards, there's opportunities on ways to serve here in this spiritual community. And we'd love for you to take a look at those and see which one speaks to your heart. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you downstairs after the service.
Welcome all of you who are here for the first time or you haven't been here in a long time. We believe that every person is right where they need to be on this spiritual journey, and we are all on a spiritual journey. If the words that you hear this morning work for you, I would just encourage you to become a part of this community. It is so important right now in this country and on this planet to join together with people of like mind and to hear words that remind us of who we are. So being in community is an important piece. If the words do not work for you, I would encourage you to continue seeking. Find a place that does say, I know who you are, and I'm here to support you in that. It's such an important time as we work to evolve through and above all that is around us and to know a higher truth. All right, and as that, we are going to stand and sing.
Yes.
So as you're able, please stand and join us.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yes, it is. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yes, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is. And we just invite you to turn to those around you with a handshake, with a namaste, or a hug. Be sure and ask for it, and you are welcome here. Welcome. You know, sometimes I forget. My daughter has recently been reminding me, you know, you're supposed to have 12 hugs a day just to break even. And I went, what? And she goes, so here's 4. And said, we'll start with that. But isn't it wonderful to come someplace and just be able to say hello, how are you, and namaste. And you know, as we move into a time of meditation, we do a short meditation here this morning, but what it's doing is reminding us that this silence, this meditation, is where we can open to that inner message of the infinite presence and power of whatever you want to call it, but this God of your understanding. And so as we move into a time of meditation, I just invite you to listen to the music and to Reverend Kathy and just open your heart, remembering it is within.
I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well. All is well. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well. All is well. All is well. All is well.
We know that in this moment, all that is necessary for us to really know the power to relax is present. For that which we call God is what we dwell in and knows us. We know this personally in the very sacred place that we call the heart. So we now move into with intention and purpose that we dedicate this experience for the well-being of others. And I invite you now to imagine a person, a place on this beloved home that we call Earth, Pachamama. Dedicate this energy and the activity of spirit that is within to be more for the greater good of all. And may my words be like yours as I call upon in my conscious awareness that which we call God. Oh, beloved oneness, Father, Mother of us all, friend. O thou of many names and thou of no name. I claim the power of the universe that lives as me. That does not know darkness. causes rocks to shine and dewdrops to sparkle like diamonds. I claim this light and I enter into that great field of God awareness with all those across this planet that are in prayer right now. Oh, people of many faiths, some ringing bells, some chanting, some on their knees. I enter this field of conscious awareness, knowing that right here and right now, the power of the universe has not failed to show up. I lay down gently now my grief, my questions, my doubts, my wounds. I lay down gently my joys, my tears, my gratitude, and I empty out that I might be touched with a wholeness and a fullness I have never known before. And in the quiet and in the silence, I let go and I let God. In this power and presence of love, I remember my loved ones. I remember my ancestors, those that have gone before me. I remember the many people in this community that have been serving for 100 years. And I remember those that are hungry right now. Those that feel weak. Those that are imprisoned in mind, body, and spirit. I remember the children. And those that are bound in war. And in this holy ground, I remember the waters, the earth, the air, all living creatures, all living things. Oh, beloved oneness, that lives eternally so in all and through all, may I serve this day. And so it is, and it is so. And in that ancient language of that great teacher of nonviolence who walked this earth for a short time and shared a consciousness, a Christ consciousness, a divine consciousness. In that language that he spoke, Amen, Amen. We plant this vision in the earth that it may grow. Amen.
I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. All is well. All is well. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. Letting it in, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting you know, I'm letting you lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence every day. This soul is a witness to my holy purpose, to all that I'm born to be. This soul is a witness to my holy purpose, to all that I'm born to be. Letting it in, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting you know, I'm letting you lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence all the way. This life is a witness to my rightful purpose, to all that I've come to be. This life is a witness to my rightful purpose, to all that I've come witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love for all my life. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love. I will bear witness to your love for all my life. For all my life. For all my life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know why they have tissue up here. Could feel the tears already. Well, good morning, Unity of Portland. It is just a delight to be here. I've been saying that all weekend. Having the opportunity to be with folks and retreat. And I just want you to know that as we join together, it really is a coming home to self for me. It wasn't just that the retreat was titled for what we might co-create together. But as some of you are aware, now that Lisa has shared that with us, I walked through these doors 46 years ago for the first time in a Unity ministry. Yeah, 46 years ago. I was a lot younger. I was a baby then. I was far from home. Was far from home, and I felt lost. I'd grown up in a northern Alaska town by the Arctic Circle, Nome, Alaska. And you can imagine going from a small little Arctic town into a big city. It's easy to feel lost. And I was wounded. I didn't call it that. But in my family of origin, there was a lot of wounding. Betty Sicking was standing on this stage that day, and she shared some words that I resonated with. I had come home. The words were just articulation of something that I had experienced, as many of us have here on this beautiful planet. I had been looking up in the heavens as a young person, when you could see stars that were so dense that you could barely see the darkness. And I knew that we collectively in creation are a part of a great cosmic body. I knew that. But nobody talked about that in our churches. And it's taken a lot of years to come round the spiral to this place and what I hope to share with you today and to give to you as you gave to me all those years ago. And I want to thank every single person that's volunteering in this ministry. 46 years ago, there was somebody to greet me at the door. 46 years ago, somebody turned on the heat. 46 years ago, somebody shared music and prepared it. 46 years ago, somebody made the little programs that had little affirmations on them that I took home and lived by. 46 years ago, people were investing in a radical understanding of oneness. And they were printing little booklets called the Daily Word, which we have right here, that I lived out of for a lot of years. 46 years ago, there was a woman, I guess it's one woman, who was making little roses by hand, little silk pink roses. And I was given one of those roses. And it's in my treasure chest at home, my jewelry box. And I have it to this day. 46 years, 100 years, people have been coming together here and have been learning and growing and transforming within to the without. And so when I got this little prompt this morning, and I thought, really? Okay. And it was like, take off your shoes, you're on holy ground. So if you didn't know that you walked in and that this is holy ground that is being revealed to us today, take off your shoes. Stay a while. I was too self-conscious when I became an ordained minister in that ceremony. I had the same prompt, take off your shoes. And I was just way too self-conscious then. But, you know, I'm in Portland, Oregon today, and there's people dressed up like frogs right downtown. And I'm so grateful to be in Portland, Oregon, where there are people dressed up like frogs. Because as Martin Luther King Jr. gave us some words, it is for us to show up. It is for us to show up on the arc of justice. It is for us to understand that we can go within it, that there is a spiritual solution to today's challenge, not only in our families, in our neighborhoods, in our schools. I live in Oxford, Michigan. If you know what happened in Oxford, Michigan 4 years ago, I had 8 prior students there that day, and they walked out alive. Take off our shoes. We are on holy ground. We may not like how it feels. We may feel confused. We may feel that we are burdened and that we are down on the floor, and don't ask me to get up, because that prayer thing doesn't work. That's right. It doesn't. It doesn't work to change what they are doing in the treatment of people. It doesn't work to change those family members that I really wanted to change. I had no power over them. But when I walked in here, I heard a message. There is only one presence and one power. God, the good, omnipotent. Wow. That's like, really? Are you sure about that? That's it? Then why is all this harm happening? But I heard another message here about that which we call God, and Eric Butterworth, that you're going to be teaching from that profound. He was one of our more profound writers and teachers in the Unity movement, which has been going for about 140, 150 years, I don't know anymore. And he said, you know, God is not in you or in me like a raisin in a bun. If you don't like raisins, God is not outside of the bun either. But rather, God is like the ocean is in a wave. And I would say, wow, let's use those metaphors that come to us from the natural world right now to keep understanding that that which we call God, O thou of many names and thou of no name, is like the oceans, the waves, the particles, the waves that are flowing in and through all, not just humans, not just humans. So when I share with you today, I know that I really was changed at depth by showing up with these ideas, entertaining them with our tools of prayer and meditation. But prayer was changing me, you see. Prayer was changing me because I was willing to tune into what our co-founder said is the most highly accelerated mind action known. Now we have studies done on monks, you know, little electrodes and such. We can see that prayer and meditation, there's something going on there that's quite different than our everyday meeting life. But what we turn to within is sacred and holy, and it's unique and individualized to each of us. And so we do our best to teach about it and point at things with our words, and I'm going to do my best to do that with you this morning. There's so much to share. You know, when I think about what has happened in my life now over these years since I've been in Unity, as I said, I walked through the door with my husband Matthew's grandmother, and little did I know that Later, she revealed that she had, in the first pandemic, as we call it, back in 1919, she was in Washington, D.C., and that she had contracted influenza, and she heard a healer who was in town, and she called that person up who said, come see me, and she said, no, I can't, I'm too sick, and she said, yes, you can. Her name is Dr. Emily Cady. So if you've been around for a while in Unity, you know that that book was actually, the Fillmores paid for that book to be written, because this woman was very clear as a healer about certain principles that when we work with them have this, it seems like the principle is doing the healing, but the healing, the wholeness is always within. The principle helps us adjust our consciousness so that we can see with the eyes of spirit and hear with the ears of spirit, so that we can shift out of our narrow perceptions and be able to understand something far greater is going on. After Gran passed, the year that my husband Matthew and I created Christ-like Unity, we were pioneers then. I call myself a bioneer now. If you don't know about the Bioneer organization, look it up. After she passed that year, and by the way, I'm bowing to all those that I got to be with at Christ-like Unity over those years. I know it still exists. I don't think it's a Unity minister out there, so I can't tell you much about it, but we shared an amazing journey together. Matthew and I started it, pioneered. Gran was in a nursing home, and we would go see her, and she would sit up in her bed, and she would have all these affirmations, you know, and she was in her 90s. I am beautiful, I am strong. She was just affirming all these truths. Now, I just couldn't figure out why, you know, but that was her consciousness. And when she passed on, I had a dream about her that morning, and she was sitting up in her bed, and she was seeing with the eyes of spirit something great and profound. And I knew it when I woke up. We went through her things, and you know, the universe is so amazing and so intelligent. And I found a little rock, and it had beach glass eyes, and it had a little flashbulb nose. I had made those and sold those to tourists in Nome, Alaska. And I knew that she had journeyed there all those years ago. I had met her when I was about 6 or 7 years old. How do we explain this amazing intelligence that's always at work, that's assuring our support? How do we explain that when the rational mind says, no, it isn't? Don't you remember that harm that was done to you? It wasn't there then. Oh, but gee, it's just everywhere upon the path, everywhere around. You see, we have a tendency to negate when our heart has not conceived yet something that is greater. Yeah? So Gran was there all those years ago, and this infinite and creative intelligence was working. But it's difficult to believe in sometimes. Matthew and I have been over here at the coast. You know, the seabird population at the coast is just so declined, if you don't know that. The bird population across the planet is greatly declined, if you don't know that. But one of the reasons that the seabird population has declined at the coast is because the bald eagle population has been increasing. From 1963, when we had about 50 pairs of bald eagles left, we are now at about 70,000 pairs of bald eagles on the planet. So we as humans, our perception can be so narrow about what's going on. Just think of it for a moment. Out of 8+ billion people we're together today. Wow. We're together. We're here. Think of that for a moment. What had to be on the path for us to come together? And what's on the path that is already present that is going to be a significant support for us as we go forward? Consider this for a moment, holy ground, what that is, right? So for all of us right now, and when I think about what's transpired in my life just because I walked through these doors. Not only did I go on the spiritual journey, and yes, I got ordained, and yes, I pioneered a ministry, and yes, I've been able to let go of almost everything, and yes, I've been able to move, but all along, the care for creation was so strong for me. And I want you to know that we were just told this last month of September that the Earth Care team that I formed when I was still here in Oregon in what we call the northwest region of our Unity churches, we applied for ministry, an alternative ministry. And we were just told that it's been approved, and we are now launching what we call Unity Earth Care Alliance. And this alliance vision is to work with all of our New Thought leaders, which I now get to do more and more and more because I said yes to volunteering, and now I serve as a president for the region that I live in, the Great Lakes region. So you see, when we say yes to life, and life is right there on the path saying yes to us, the intelligence becomes more revealed, the support becomes more revealed, the tools become more revealed, the opportunities become more revealed. And the universe is creative. Have you noticed this? That's why none of us are really exactly the same. It's really beautiful. And one of the things that's uprising right now, I call it the evolutionary edge of where we're at. The evolutionary edge is so creative. And what is an edge? And let me read to you a little quote that comes to us. I wanted to share this with you today because I think some of these leaders that are out there that are giving us insights right now, we really need them. You know, this is a place of good need. This is a place of positive need. We want to understand through the many eyes and the many consciousnesses, so to speak, that are with us right now. And what is this edge? It's not like, can't find the quote, of course, it's not like the edge of this stage, like we're going to fall off. But imagine again the ocean as our metaphor today, and that there's this big upswell. There's a big rising wave happening. That's the edge. To notice what's occurring that's gone from a flat surface to something that's moving and energized and is going to bring freshness to the shore. Let's pay attention to that in our personal lives. Because some of us are feeling like nothing that we've done has really helped. Nothing's working. Back in the 70s when I started recycling with my husband's grandmother, it doesn't seem like things are working if we've got all that plastic out there in the ocean. But just for a moment, think about what it would be like if we had not been recycling since 1970s, when our wonderful book, The Silent Spring, was the bellwether call. So even though it seems like what we're doing may not be working, there's something greater at work. The new ideas that are forming are creative. In our lives, they're creative. We can go into offices today and we may not agree with those leaders that are inviting us to do things that are also harming the environment. It doesn't mean that we have to leave. It doesn't mean that we have to ghost each other. It's a matter of going within and listening for the creative solution. The answers to our time are spiritual. So going within, we are able to find in the quietness and the emptying out of all of our perceived problems and challenges that there's a power there for us. It'll require some trust. It'll require some trust. There's a beautiful, beautiful passage that comes from a little book. This is the book by Robin Kimmerer. There's so many that I want to share with you right now, but this morning I opened it up. Robin Kimmerer is First Nation people, okay? She's a scientist. And she wrote a book that it was downtown at the big bookstore a couple years ago. Here's the cult classic, Braiding Sweetgrass. How many of you know that book? Her most recent book is called Serviceberry, Abundance and Reciprocity in the Natural World. You know, I heard Lisa say, You know, God meets us right where we're at. But you know what? That which we call God does not leave us where we're at. So if we feel empty, if we empty ourselves out enough to feel empty, and if we know we don't have the answers all figured out, if we get out of our rational mind, if we go into that irrational space really that is spiritual domain, where dreams are popping through, where visions are popping through, right? Where mystics are picking up their begging bowls and are walking in front of each other, where people are putting on frog suits. When we go to that place within us that is wild and open, we feel empty. We feel not enough. And I want to address that, and then I want to get to Betty Sicking. Here's what not enough, the lie of not enough, does to us. When I came in here and I felt so small, and maybe you do in this world today, I'm not enough, I don't know enough, I can't do enough in my lifetime, I can't change the people enough so I can finally feel safe. Anybody feel like that? Yeah, but that which is God does not leave us there in that. God is not an entity doing something to us. Again, God is doing through us. Keep remembering that. Well, God, I must not be doing it right because God's not getting through. There's an interesting thought. Maybe that not enough, that not enoughness has to be revised. Here's what Robin Kimmerer says. The service berries are a network, above ground, below ground. They are never stealing nutrients from other trees, but they are actually giving nutrients freely. What if scarcity is just a cultural construct, a fiction that fences us off from a better way of life? What if scarcity, not enough dollars, not enough love, not enough of the right people in my life, not enough of the whatever to be accepted, what if that is a cultural construct? And that when we look at the natural world, the cosmic perspectives here are that it's always working for life. And that everything around us is teaching us this. And that we can go forward with a little trust, a little baby step of trust. We're not on an edge where we're going to fall off, but rather there's a swell that's going to lift us up with each other right now to teach us that we are more than enough to meet this experience, to meet this time. Betty Sicking. Betty Sicking gave me a little tool that first Sunday I walked in here. Maybe she was a teacher, I don't know, but she was talking about sentences. All right, we all learned that in school, sentences. And that when you use parentheses, when you do a little insert in a sentence, you know what I'm talking about? Parentheses, right? And if you did it, you know, like if you were on, I don't know, Sesame Street or something, they would have given it little sound effects. And she said, you know, that which is God is not going to leave us where we are today, and I would say any more that things are the same from the moment we walked in here. And I can prove it to you because the earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour. You are not in the same place you thought you were when you walked in. And our solar system is zipping 60,000 miles an hour, we think. We are not in the same place we thought we were. Well, Betty said, you know, our understanding that we started with is like that paren, the opening paren. She said, but we must be willing to trust enough to put the closing paren there, because that's life how we knew it in the past. And we cannot go back. We can't stay in the same place. So we're going forward. And we're going forward together. And the closing paren is an act of soul intent. Gandhi called it satyagraha. I go forward with soul intent to serve that greater, to serve that which doesn't even know this whole cultural notion of scarcity. And I know that for this ministry, I know that you are going forward strong. I know that you are going forward with that which is greater, and that you can be here for another 100 years. And I know that for each of you that are here today, and I really know it for the person that walked in here today as I did all those years ago. Today my wounds are healed and healthy, not all of them. But I can tell you that even today, I have just a year ago put a closing parent on service as I had known it for almost 40 years as a unity minister serving as a hired minister in a church. Because I heard a question that changed my life, and I got a 5-part dream sequence. And the question I want to ask all of you right now, and it's my question to leave with this ministry, to give to you as it gave to me all those years ago. Will you set aside? Do you hear that bounty? Will you set aside your self-interests and remake your life for the sake of the earth that will inherit her? Namaste.
That is beautiful. Thank you, thank you. What a gift. Yes, you may have seen that there are little affirmations around. If you didn't find one on your chair, you can look at some of the other ones too. Kathy brought these in as just a gift. She's been traveling with them. So if you don't see one, just look around, further down the row. All right. Thank you so much. What a gift. We are truly blessed to have you with us and to have this consciousness that continues to build in this space and I believe on this planet. We have the opportunity now to receive our tithes and our love offerings, the opportunity for you to make an investment in a community that is continuing to share this message. Again, 100 years ago, Mary and Lance, who had just barely gotten the right to vote, said, I have found this message that I believe the city of Portland needs. And she came in and just said, I'm going to learn it. And she became a minister while she was teaching from the platform. And I thought, what a powerful way to begin. And probably she got her first message, or her first book was what she actually got, around in the early 1920s. And it was in 1925 that 24 they began gathering. 1925 it was official that this became a community. But I think about these ideas and how they continue to land in hearts. And so as we take this opportunity to receive these gifts, I just invite you to remember that scarcity is a great lie we have believed. There is enough on this planet for every human being to have what they need and for the love that we are to be shared amongst all of us. And so to hold that intention and to know that the ideas of an economy that supports human beings living lives that are blessed and that are honored comes through us as we hold a space of enough. And so as you hold your gifts in your hands, and there's ways you can give and there's cards in your seat, but I just invite you, we have our blessing up behind us, and I just invite you to affirm that with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen.
Divine love is me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have. Divine love is me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have. Thank you.
Thank you for doing the sound this morning. We are so grateful to have you here. In just a moment, we're going to sing our youth in. I want to remind you that if you haven't gotten the book, The Poison Arrow, we're starting in 2 weeks. That book is on dealing with fear and how we work through possibly anybody who's had any fear in their life in the last month or two. So there's small groups. You can sign up for one out there to discover the power within you. You can sign up out there. We have our tickets for the 100th anniversary dinner. There are a few left, and you can get those out at the table. In just a moment, as we sing our youth in, I just want you to recognize that these youth that are here, they know who we are. We participate in their lives by allowing the love that is in our heart to encircle them. It's not what they look like. It's not how they're acting. It's not anything other than you are a divine creation of spirit. And so as we know that, I just invite you to allow the love in your heart to create an energy field into which they walk, so their heart knows that it knows that it knows that it is love. All right.
You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the star of the morning. You are heaven smiling at us. You're God's gift of tomorrow. Oh, how we love you. Oh, how we love you.
We have a few youth today, and I think they all grew about a foot down there. Every one of them, everybody grew.
I said they start out like this, and then they end up like that, which is a good thing. It's a good thing.
My name is Ryan, and today we talked about what makes us grumpy and how we can fix it. We read a book about all the ways that you can be grumpy, and then we drew pictures about what makes us grumpy and how we can fix it.
That might be a really good lesson for all of us, too. I think I might need to write that list. All right.
And we did muscle testing to show them in their body when they think their negative thoughts, they lose their power, and when they think positive thoughts and how to correct what happened, then their power comes back.
All right. All right. Does anybody else have do you guys have announcements?
Sorry, we have our YOU wreath fundraiser coming up, so we'll be outside on the desk where we normally are for our wreath fundraisers, right outside that door. And this week.
You start
Yeah,
this week?
we're starting this week, and then you can order your wreaths all the way until November 16th. And yeah, it's to help support us go to camp, and yeah, we'd really appreciate your help.
And this year we are having people pay when they order the wreaths, so we are not doing pay when you pick up anymore. So if you are planning on purchasing a wreath, you need to pay when you order the wreath. And you can do it online, but we just need confirmation.
And they can do it in the bookstore,
In the
too,
bookstore,
right?
yeah.
So you can order there and go pay in the bookstore.
Yeah, we have shy people. I don't know too much about that one, Barbara, because we didn't talk about it today. Do you all know what the fundraiser is? Who wants to talk about it? Yeah, we might need to.
Is this the Halloween party?
One thing it's at the cookies. They're going to fill cookie jars with the ingredients that you need to make your own cookies. So, sorry that I was behind the times on that one. Yeah, because today what we did was a little bit about, we read a book where it starts out with a rooster's comb, and then it pulls back until you see the universe, and we kind of talked about how the big picture and the small picture are all part of one picture, and then we made pictures of ourselves. And we also have another request for you all, because we were using magazines to cut out the pictures, but our magazines are from are older than these guys are. So if people have magazines that you can bring to us, the old ones, so that we can do these things that are recent, especially ones with that aren't just women's magazines. As you see, we have a mix. That would be very helpful. So thank you all.
Yeah, you can just bring the magazines downstairs and lay them on one of the kids' tables, and we'll pick them up. But we do need to redo our magazine stash.
And
So
2 weeks from now, we're inviting everybody to wear costumes, as I understand.
at the end of the
And
month,
That is,
the last Sunday of the month,
It's
is it
2
2 weeks?
weeks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay,
I think, am I wrong? 19th, 26th, it's 2 weeks from today.
okay.
That's,
For our
yes, it
Halloween
is, and we have a 100th
party.
anniversary in between. We invite all of you to join us downstairs after the service for Connection Hour. In just a moment, we're going to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. This has been done for decades and decades and decades in this community and in churches around the world. But I just invite you, as we join hands, to remember this is joining consciousness, this is joining intention, and it is creating a platform for remembering of that peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all arranged. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Going to close with our unity prayer, and then we'll sing our youth out. So we have to let them get out and back down the stairs before we go down the stairs. Kathy, you want to come on over? We are just going to know this truth together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And these kids make it firm. We're going to sing our youth out.
I'm gonna move to the light. I'm gonna speak of the light. I'm gonna sing with the light. I'm gonna dance in the light. When I choose to remember that Spirit is all, I rejoice and give praise and shine in the light. Yeah. I'm gonna move to the light. I'm gonna speak of the light. I'm gonna sing with the light. I'm gonna dance in the light. When I choose to remember that Spirit is all, I rejoice and give praise and shine in the light. When I choose to remember